Because everybody, this probably goes with you too, Jordan, but everybody started off with a horrible headset. Like, I mean, the bottom of the barrel, $30 Logitechs from Walmart.
Oh, mine was worse than that.
Yeah,
How did
$30 Logitech Walmart ones, the ones I was using for a long time.
How did you know that's what I used?
Because usually back in the day, you didn't nobody really cared about quality because you didn't have to buy like $1,000 worth of setup right away. Because that's when YouTube was actually fun and create stuff. You could buy like microphones here and there, do that, record, and then share around with your friends and make friends and actually work together as one. But I digress. I got Skype. I started adding more people on there. I met a long time ago friend, which introduced me to another friend who now sadly passed away due to cancer a few years ago, which then led me to seeing Shadow for good or worse. And then I actually met someone else named Praise Scooter, which out of like 2 other people, he's known me the longest on YouTube that it's actually kept him around. It's actually past 4 years since I've known him, actually.
That's awesome.
I'm sitting here thinking 4 years ago, that's a fucking long time ago. So I remember it was around like Valentine's Day. We were playing Worms Reloaded, the big game in that community, in T's World. And everyone was going to bed, but it was just me, Lucky 70X, Fire Kitty, and Praise Scooter in a call, all until like 5 in the morning. And that's when I actually had my first shitty laptop that was like a couple $100s, but could run Worms and Skype, so it was fine for the time being. I remember just screwing around on there, talking like that. That's when I used to stay up all night because I didn't have anything to do. But I digress. Things happen, blah, blah, blah. Talk to more and more. And then shorter down the line, Herman introduced me to his other friend, MrMagnaRagnarok. Talk to him, create our channel, blah, blah, blah. We'll probably talk about that later if we'd like. And that's pretty much how Skype started with me and how I met her. And so back in the day, she used to be fun, but they midway had a little falling out that I'd rather keep private. Because Scooter shared some things with me because I was like their most loyal fan. They're watching everything. But I digress. And
yes.
Yeah.
I guess I should go on about how I got Skype then now.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, if you like to. Yes.
Sure. I've actually never told anybody this story because it's never been relevant. Yeah, nobody fucking knows this actually. So, all right, nobody knows the person I'm gonna speak about either. Like, absolutely nobody.
Test me.
No. You really don't.
I really don't. All right, let's see.
So, let's see. What was it? I had just made Twitter. And I had only had it for about 2 months, like my Twitter account. And I can't remember the reason why I made Twitter originally. Oh, I remember why I made Twitter. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be a long little story here. When I originally made my Twitter, it was almost entirely to talk to a girl that I met on YouTube. Who was actually at the time was popular as fuck, and is popular now still. But I believe her name was Sabrina Vaz.
Okay, now that I don't know who she is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. The first. Yeah. So for some reason, keep in mind this is young Jazawa, so he was new to the internet. Okay. This is my first year of having my own computer, even. So, but yeah. So I for some reason like really had this thing for this girl, and she basically like made her own covers of singing videos and stuff, and she was like really popular. But we talked a lot through YouTube messages back when they were relevant. And she's saying to get a Twitter so I can talk to her on there because it's easier, yada yada yada. So I was like, okay. So I made my Twitter because of that. And after about a month of getting the hang of Twitter and how Twitter works and talking to a bunch of random people, who was it? I can't remember how or why I met this person, but I think she was also a fan of Sabrina's at the time. And said I should get Skype. I was like, I never had Skype. Like, hey, you should get Skype, this and that. And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, okay, whatever, fine, I'll get Skype. So I got Skype just to Skype with this person, just for the hell of it, because I didn't know how Skype worked. And it wound up being, believe it or not, it wound up being this some girl that was like probably like 2 years younger than me at the time. Lives all the way in Australia and has a thick Australian accent.
Oh, mate.
Yes. Let's get on. And her name was Alaya Picorni.
Alaya Picorni.
Alaya Picorni.
What the fuck?
I don't know why. I don't know why I even like knew that person, but I did. It was weird, and we like for some reason talked off and on for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And I think it was I still to this day never really figured out why or how I knew her, but she was the reason I got Skype. I guess is because she wanted Skype. I was like, okay, I'll get Skype. We Skyped, and it was weird and awkward too because I didn't know what the hell how to Skype. So it was, I don't know, those were my really weird days when I first got on the internet. That was my really weird days, and so yeah, that was what caused me to make my Twitter and then consequentially make my Skype as well.
That's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Yeah, neither of you knew either of these people. I told you wouldn't.
Well, I was just, who knows? You don't know if I knew that person, but of course, in this case, you're right. I did not know anything about it, and really, the only reason I got Skype was because somebody wanted to talk to me on Skype, and this was like when I was starting out. Like I was a complete unknown at the time. Like I got it because someone wanted to talk to me on Skype, and they sent me a copy of the application on Skype. I used it. And I've had it ever since 2011.
Well, there you go. There he is.
I mean, I've had a lot of other memorable moments on Skype, some of which includes some of the streams that you've been doing recently.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to. We'll get to more of that in a moment. Let's see.
I've had a lot of things happen on Skype, like things that I never imagined would ever happen. Like actually Skyping with ShadowMario41 and his friend ThePastaKing, and doing, believe it or not, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on PlayStation 3. we did that a few times in a row, actually.
For real?
Of course, I'm dead fucking serious. We actually played Ultimate vs. Capcom 3 for quite a few times, and he said he had the game, and I was like, oh, I'll buy it. And then I did, and I was like, wow. Of course, I was bad at the game. I was just like, I don't know what to do. But I somehow managed to get better and better, and they saw me get better, and I'm like, okay, you're good. I'm like, yay.
That's amazing.
There you go.
That's amazing. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think of friends that are friends of both of you and not just one of you. I guess I'll have to start with the top, or at the top, I should say, with the man who calls himself the Frog.
Oh my good lord, Millwai.
Oh yeah, LPGrodus. I love that guy.
And sadly, if it wasn't for him, I never would have met the Jazawa Toad. And
really,
no, I'm dead serious. I never would have met you. In fact, no offense, but I never would have found you if it wasn't for him. Like,
hey, I'm taken.
In fact, it was New Year's Eve, 2013, going into 14. Like, I was watching LPGrodus, like normal, like nothing much, and then I look at all these people that he's been watching, and you were one of them.
Wow, and you just saw, I was like, okay, who the hell is this piece of shit faggot he's watching? And oh, wait, never mind.
Who is this toad that's stealing my name? He's not supposed to be a toad.
He's stealing my alias.
Well, the thing that impressed me was that LPGrodus then is now, whenever he talks good about, whenever he gives a shout out to anybody, damn it, he makes it count. And
he sure does.
And I also met a couple of other people, some of which you both know. But yeah, LPGrodus, I met him through NewfieBangaa.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know NewfieBangaa.
Yes, NewfieBangaa, probably one of the greatest Let's Players out there.
Hey everybody, the Banga's back.
Fuck off.
With another Let's Play of Paper Mario, brought to you by GameAnyone.com.
Oh my good lord, stop.
Now that I would look forward to the day to do something like this with him. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's the thing about the Let's Play business. You find people from other people, and LPGrodus was the guy that I found you through. And
back when YouTube was actually good, and now it's just riddled with people not wanting to do anything unless you can make them money.
Yeah. Sadly, that's kind of like a dying breed, sadly. But, I mean, other people includes your friend Pafslash. Any thoughts on him?
Oh yeah, Pafslash. He's another good friend of mine. I love Pafslash.
I'm trying to remember because, like, of course, I met Jordan through Connor and Hervin. It was the most bizarre encounter ever. I just see him, like, I followed him. I don't know if I think he followed me because he saw everyone else that was following me, and then I see this motherfucker posting a picture. I'm like, oh, I'll reply with a picture.
Oh yeah,
another one. And I reply with another one.
And then we had those picture flame wars on Twitter. You know how people have those? We had those for like 2 months. Randomly, for no reason, we just like, randomly have these picture battles.
I was like, motherfucker.
We would go back and forth with meme pictures left and right, and we just wouldn't stop. And then Connor and MrMagnaRagnarok would just be like, "Oh God, what have I started?"
And I'm like, I was like, "Fuck off, mate! I'm gonna win." I was destined. I didn't even know. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna let this faggot beat me. I'm just gonna have more and more pictures and just throw shit at them."
And I never gave up, and we just kept going back and forth.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then one of the days, like, okay, I don't want to get thrown in Twitter jail, so we're just gonna stop here.
Well,
yeah.
So I take it you started out as enemies in a sense, but
we
you
were
become friends.
Hosting enemies.
And the thing is, before that, I knew of him for a long time. Like, I never knew him like close or as a friend. I just knew of him from a distance. Just like I know a lot of people from a distance. Yeah. But I knew him from a distance for the most part, and I was only the closest person I knew would have been MrMagnaRagnarok, like out of the bunch of them. And it was like after doing our random little picture battles here and there, I think he tweeted out saying, "Does anybody know how to get Sony Vegas?" And he tweeted out, "Does anybody know how to get Sony Vegas?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I can help you with that, no problem."
That was because I had my old laptop. Of course, that thing just blue screened a lot, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm done." Of course, I was using a Dazzle at the time, and you can't move that onto this new laptop I got from my buy power. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, fuck. Because I believe I bought an Elgato around that time, and I was like, shit, I can't edit anything.
Yeah, because you didn't have Sony Vegas on your laptop.
I didn't have anything. I was like, God damn it, I'm desperate. I was desperate to need. I was like, for the poor, give me a recording thing, and I'll pay you back handsomely.
Yeah, well, no, not even that. You didn't. You just tweeted out anybody or know how to get Sony Vegas or some shit. And I was like, yeah. And then like 2 months later, you're like, oh, I promise to do it. And you wound up working late at that time, though. You were like working very late every night during that time being, except for Saturday.
Because that was because that was the time where I finished up school, thankfully, high school, because I did early graduation. But even still then, I had to wake up for school, which is get there by like 8 o'clock, get done at like 2, get to work by 3, close the store, which means I wouldn't get home till like midnight, and then go home, go back to sleep, and repeat the process for at least 5 times a week, because I was always closing because no one else wanted to.
And by the time you were free, I was always sleeping. You're like, Nick, you still gonna help me? And I was like, yeah, man, I promise I'm going to. I'm sorry,
yeah, that's
man.
when you used to go to bed like so early now. I'm like, oh my god.
I was always in bed. I'm always going to bed at 11 o'clock. And then eventually I helped him. We Skyped and got stuff. And at some point, at that point when I was talking to him I was nonstop always bitching on Twitter about not having a Wii U. And everyone always be like, yeah, you don't have a Wii U, fuck you. And I'm like, damn it, I need a fucking Wii U.
Wait a minute. I think that's actually going to lead to another story. Now, I remember watching your New Year's Eve video recently, and you told me the story of how that happened, like how you got your Wii U.
Yep.
Tell them the story.
Okay, so well, good. We're leading into this now. So yeah, it's